Again, Alav Shalom. So Shlomo calls Haim, and he says, "Listen, Haim, I know you run a construction company." He says, "Yes." He says, "I want to build apartment building." He says, "How soon can you have it ready?" He says, "Wow, what kind of apartment building?" "Oh, 8 to 10 stories, luxury apartments, nice amenities, condos." He says, "No problem. Fax me the blueprints." He says, What's the blueprints?" He says, "The architect blueprints. You have to have a blueprints. You can't build buildings without blueprints." He says to him, "I don't have no blueprints." He says, "My friend, if you don't have blueprints, we can't do nothing. We're going to sit here twiddle our thumbs. We're going to build a building and it'll fall down." So therefore, he says, you should know that the world also has blueprints. And if you don't know how to build the world, then Chaz Shalom fall apart. What is the blueprint of the world? Says the Midrash. Don't read it. Bereshit bara Elokim et hashamayim et haaretz. Don't read it in the beginning. God created the world. Read it. Bereshit. Reshit. What's Reshit? What's Perve? The first. The first is Torah. Hashem created the Torah before He created the world. So what was Perve? What was first? Torah. Bereshit with the first. Be means with also. So Bereshit with the Reshit with the Perve. What's the first? With the first, God created the sky and the earth. What's the first? With the Torah, Hashem created the sky and the earth. See, the blueprints of the world is the Torah. So therefore, if a person wants to build his own world, your own life, you got to use the blueprints, which is the Torah Kedusha. But if you build and say, who needs the manual? Throw out the manual. Davai, let's figure it out on the way. What's going to be? One piece, I got stuck, doesn't fit. What do we do? Oh, we got to go all the way back. Take this out, take that out. I wasted all this time. I should have done this in the beginning. Why didn't I do this in the beginning? There's a guy, famous story. The guy came to the house and he says, he sees a mezuzah case with no mezuzah. He says, how you have mezuzah case, no mezuzah? He says, what do you mean? This is my mezuzah. He says, there's a scroll inside. Oh, instructions. I throw it out. I throw out the instructions. God forbid, we should do this to our life. We say the Torah, oh, the instructions, I throw it out. God forbid, what are you talking about? So how can you install, how can you build, how can you do anything without instructions? Same thing with your life. You need the blueprint. What's the blueprint? The blueprint is the Torah Kedusha. Imagine, a guy gets a nice car. You get a fancy supercar. You get a Lamborghini, you can't just put any gas. You got to put oil, you got to put good gas, all that kind of stuff, right? So what happens? A guy doesn't learn where's the thing for the oil. He doesn't learn where the thing is for the gas. And he doesn't know where the thing for the windshield wiper. Some people, what do? They make a mistake. They put the windshield wiper and where the oil is. Or they put the gas and where the oil is supposed to be. God forbid, you don't know what's what. You break your car. Same with your life. What's the instruction manual for our life? The Torah Kedusha, the blueprint for the world. If you don't use it, you're going to make a mistake, and then you're going to say, wow, I should have listened to the rabbi. I should have. The guy says, Rabbi, what do I need to go learn what it means to be married? It's okay, I don't need to go study Torah. Why do I need to go learn Torah every single day? I'll be honest in business, don't worry. I'm going to be a good guy. I have a good heart, right? Pure heart. And then what happens? He goes and lives through life. He skips the instructions. He throws out the instruction manual. Then he has this problem, that problem. He falls in this test, falls in that test. And then he comes and he says to Rabbi, I have no shalom bayit. Rabbi, my kids don't listen to me. Rabbi, I'm in a big problem in business now. Help me get out. You got stuck. The pieces don't fit anymore. Why didn't you use the instruction manual? Anyways, you have to go back to the beginning and follow the instructions. Why did you be chacham? Why did you be smarty pants now? And now you have to go and redo everything. So therefore, don't get to the end. Whatever you need to do in the end, do it already in the beginning. Do it in the beginning. Why work twice? Why work double? Because what? Because you think you're smarty pants. And Hashem says, okay, no problem. You be smarty pants, now you're going to go and backtrack. What you were supposed to sit in the shiur before, what you were supposed to learn before. Now all that stuff, a guy, God forbid, they give him, he has to go be put away, Chaz Shalom. All of a sudden he starts learning, all of a sudden he starts praying, all of a sudden he's becoming religious. A guy who is getting divorced, his wife is threatening him with many things. All of a sudden he starts changing, all of a sudden he starts waking up early. A guy who needs parnasah, he became poor, he was rich, he became poor. All of a sudden he starts coming to nets, all of a sudden he starts learning, all of a sudden. Okay, Baruch Hashem, you make teshuvah. But why wait till Hashem has to smack you on the head until you go and you wake up? Why you have to throw out the manual and then you have to go back and put everything back together? So therefore, that's why he says that we don't throw out the instructions. You got to go and realize the blueprints for the world is the Torah. Before the world was created, Hashem created the Torah, and from there, he's stuck about right that the Zohar says he looked in the Torah and he created the world. If you notice, like a film, if you see on a projector, the film, it has to be, it's coming from where? It's coming from the film. Light is being shown through the film and it appears on the wall. Whatever is you see on the screen is already inside the film, right? It has to be. Same thing with this world. When the Baba Sali used to go on Shalom and see a tree, do you think what did he see? He saw just a tree? No, obviously he saw the names of Hashem. Obviously he saw the holiness. He saw its root in the Torah. Its root in spirituality. The whole world, people who see deep, they can see beneath the surface. They don't just see physicality, they see spirituality. And therefore, that's why when you learn Torah and you're Adam Gadol, the nature becomes under your subjugation. Why? Because the whole world is connected and comes from the Torah. And therefore, that's why the Chazon Ish was able to give advice, and medical advice, and business advice, and everything. Rabbis can give advice and everything. Why? Because if they're masters of the Torah, they're masters of the world. Because the world was created from the Torah. Everything has a root in physically has a root spiritually, and that is the Torah Kedosha.